And now News 5 investigator Tara Morgan spoke with an Akron council member who believes bringing back the 8 officers was not the right move. Now, Tara, did that council member suggest any other avenues that could have been used here?
She did. Councilwoman Tara Mosley is well aware of the police shortage. She says it shows on the streets. She says she suggested to the chief using reserve officers. She says there is surprise and anger among the community for the chief's decision.
I knew there was a conversation about bringing them back because of staffing issues.
Akron Councilwoman Tara Mosley says she let Police Chief Steve Mylett know how she felt about bringing back the 8 officers in the Jayland Walker shooting. The officers are not in uniform and are taking reports over the phone.
I was honest with them that I just didn't think it was a good idea.
Mosley says it's about perception.
I think for many of us, it gives the perception that the investigation is over. And I think that's where most of the disappointment is coming from.
Police say the department is down nearly 50 officers, 13 since the deadly shooting June 27th. Chief Mylett considers the police staffing levels a crisis. He said Tuesday he made the decision to avoid cutting services by dismantling units in the department.
I didn't take this decision lightly, and I think this decision is in the best interest of the citizens and businesses of Akron.
Mylett said this gives him a stopgap to allow 20 officers to get through the field training program.
I understand the staffing shortages. I get that.
Mosley is over Akron's 5th Ward. She's also council's Public Safety Committee vice chair.
In some areas, you can feel that there's a cutback in some services just on response time. When you talk about a city that has had an influx of gun violence, you hear shots fired all the time to the point where residents aren't even calling anymore, and that concerns me.
Mosley says she made suggestions to the chief to help with the staffing shortage.
I just wish we would have thought of other alternatives while we wait and see. Maybe bringing in some reserve officers, or maybe offering incentives for the officers who had reached retirement.
Police say they use reserve officers in other roles now, but there are some challenges with new programming and computers officers use.
This is not unprecedented. It has been routine in this police department before the case is submitted to the grand jury that we do return officers back to work.
I asked Mosley if she had a message to the community.
Our tax dollars pay for the city to function, so let's just keep that in mind in any decisions that we make from today and moving forward.
And Mosley also said she is aware morale is low in the police department, like the chief said. She says having these officers, though, back doesn't help and only adds to the stress. I'm News 5 investigator Tara Morgan.